Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you. I'm Saba, your English faculty at Oliveboard. So yes, good morning Alok, good morning Pragya. A very good morning to everyone. I hope I'm audible and visible to you all. Good morning Sudha, good morning Anshita. A very good morning to all of you. एक बार फिर भी confirm कर दीजिए if I'm clearly audible and visible to you all, so that we can start this session. So yes, I guess the session is streaming. So we can quickly start today's session. Good morning Suresh. A very good morning to all of you. So yesterday, why very few did the homework? Anshita, I guess you didn't do yesterday's homework, right? Even Apu didn't do the homework. So why very few did the homework yesterday? So if I talk about yesterday's homework, so Surendra Kumar Dubey, Madhurima, Tina, Saurabh Mohanta, Sanjeev Kumar, Hema, Debashish, Murali, Arju, Dayanidhi, Geeta, Aishwarya, Lalita Bhatt, ST. So only these people did the homework. सिर्फ इतने लोगों ने ही homework किया था कल. So I don't know what was the reason, but yesterday very few did the homework. So we will start today's session. Uh, 1 second, guys. I'm not getting your chats. Okay, fine. That's fine. So let's start today's session. So as usual, we will start today's session with a quote, with a motivation. And today's motivation is basically on time management. Okay. I hope it is visible to you all. That time is really the only capital that any human has. सिर्फ पैसे से ज्यादा अगर आप देखेंगे मनी से ज्यादा अगर कोई भी चीज आपके रियल में इफ यू हैव एनी कैपिटल सो दैट इज योर टाइम ओके एंड द ओनली थिंग ही कांट अफोर्ड टू लूज मींस if you lose money you can gain back that money, you can earn that money. Okay, कि आज आपने लूज किया है कल को आप ज्यादा प्रॉफिट करके आपको पता ही है कि आप वो पैसे अर्न कर सकते हैं. बट इफ यू लूज टाइम so you can never gain that time. कहते हैं ना कि you can never get that time back, you can never get that time back. So this is time is something that no human being can afford to lose, कि कोई भी इसे afford नहीं कर सकता खोने के लिए, because time is very precious. We always say हिंदी में भी in every लैंग्वेज वी हैव अ कोड की खोया हुआ वक्त कभी वापस नहीं आता है. सो हर चीज को करने का देयर इज अ राइट टाइम. यू नो कि अगर आपकी एक एज निकल जाएगी तो आफ्टर दैट यू कांट प्रिपेयर फॉर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स. तो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम के लिए एक लिमिटेड एज होती है. तो आफ्टर दैट इफ यू प्रिपेयर पूरी लाइफ लगा दीजिए इट इज यूजलेस बिकॉज यू वोंट बी एबल टू प्रिपेयर योरसेल्फ फॉर दैट एग्जामिनेशन. सो please value time. This is your real asset, this is your only capital. So no one can afford to lose time. Time is money, money is time, yes. And another very important thing, this time you have to utilize in your examination hall also. You know, time management, especially in your mains examination, also time management will play very, very important role, because sometimes we get such a question कि जहां पर हम stuck हो जाते हैं, even after giving 1 minute, 2 minutes, कि आपका आंसर नहीं आता, and then you people what you people start giving your more you are try to give devote more time on that particular question. So giving 5 minutes and 10 minutes, and after that realizing that no, you are unable to solve this question, it is futile. So quickly you should be like, अगर 1 मिनट में 2 मिनट में आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ में आ रहा, तो you can leave that. Okay. So this time management will also play a very, very crucial role, very important role in your selection also. So I hope you till now you all might have overcome all these things, और आप लोग ऐसी गलतियां अब एग्जाम में नहीं करेंगे, because you should be very quick in the selection of questions also. सो इट इज माय रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू कि जिन लोगों ने अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है गाइस, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू अवर वाईटी चैनल. एक बार चैनल को फटाफट से सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. लाइक दिस सेशन, शेयर दिस सेशन विद मैक्सिमम सो दैट अदर्स कैन आल्सो ज्वाइन इन द मॉर्निंग एडिटोरियल सेशन. And those who have not downloaded our Oliveboard app, so description box में there is a link. So using that link you can download our Oliveboard app also. Okay. So we will see today's session कि क्या क्या करने वाले आज. So as usual we will start with the revision session. So in yesterday's article also we saw good words, good idioms. So all those things we are going to see today also. Then we have vocabs of today's session. Today's article is also very enriching in terms of vocabs. Vocabs आपको अच्छे मिलेंगे. Okay. So आज के article vocab के लिए काफी अच्छी है. Idioms and phrases, yes, we don't have in today's session. ये नहीं है आपके आज के session में. Phrasal verbs we do have. कंप्लीट एनालिसिस ऑफ टुडेज आर्टिकल. एंड आज के आर्टिकल थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, मतलब मुझे नहीं लगता कि इससे रिलेटेड आर्टिकल हमने पहले कभी की है. ओके. So a different article we have. Then grammar learning as usual, tone and objective, and practice exercise, that is your homework. So everything we are going to do today. So I hope till now everyone is settled and everyone is ready for the revision session. Still just give me a quick confirmation that you all are ready for revision session. आप सारे लोग सभी लोग रिवीजन सेशन के लिए तैयार हैं? एक बार मुझे फटाफट से कंफर्म कर दीजिए so that we can start. So Arju, you are ready. That I know. Everyone is ready. Okay. Quickly, guys, match these words with their corresponding synonyms and antonyms. Good morning, everyone. Quickly try to match these words with their corresponding synonyms and antonyms. Very good. Very good. Others, quickly, I'm waiting for your answers. Correct, Pragya. Hurry up, guys, quickly. I don't think there is any confusion in today's vocabs. Correct, Arvi. Correct, Murali. Yes. Now listen, juxtaposed, as I told, place side by side, and this we place side by side basically in order to compare things. So comparison ke liye we place two things side by side. So juxtapose is basically placing side by side for comparison in order to compare two things. That is called juxtapose. So A will be matched with 4. Absolutely correct. Okay. Yes. Grim basically we call to serious. Grim we call to hopeless, bleak. Okay. Something that is not impressive. Okay. Unattractive you can say. Unattractive, severe, gloomy. So all these are the synonyms of the word grim. ये सारे के सारे meaning आपके किसके हैं? Grim के हैं. So B will be matched with fifth. Grim is an adjective. क्या explain करा दो कुलदीप? ये सारे words तो already explained है. And even though I'm telling the meaning also. So yes, then humbling basically we call to defeating. So humble का basically आपको पता है मतलब submissive, weak, okay, showing humility, showing servility, humility, all these are the meanings of the word humbling. But कल के जो हमने आर्टिकल में देखा था वो क्रिकेट से रिलेटेड था जहां पर humble word आपका defeat के केस में यूज हुआ था. So humble means defeating is also the meaning. So C will be matched with 7th. Then nervy, ये nervousness से basically related है, you can say. Yes, humbling defeat, correct. So nervy basically it is related to anxious, okay, worrisome. So that is called nervy, nervousness you can say, nervousness. So uh, D will be matched with first. Humbling can be an adjective also, it can be a verb also, okay. Huspa basically we call to audacity. This we use for boldness, okay. So that is called huspa. So E will be matched with sixth. Blemish basically दाग धब्बे को कहा जाता है, तो you can say imperfection, flaw. So that is basically called blemish. Okay, कि जो आपको मतलब जो imperfection हो, flaw हो, उसके लिए हम use करते हैं blemish word. So F will be matched with third. F will be matched with third. And spearhead basically we call to forefront, spearhead we call to vanguard. So all these are the synonyms of spearhead. So G will be matched with 2. So 4, 5, 7, 1, 6, 3, 2, this is the meaning. Audacious and audacity. Audacious is an adjective, audacity is a noun. जिस भी वर्ड के लास्ट में OUS आ जाए इट इज एडजेक्टिव, और अगर किसी वर्ड के लास्ट में TY दिख रहा है जनरली दीज आर नाउन. सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑडेशियस एंड ऑडेसिटी. ओके, तो यस, blemish you can say spoil also, imperfection, flaw, all these things be meaning. So imperfection, flaw, this is noun. If you are using it as verb, so it can be spoil also, correct. So I hope Meaning, if you talk pujo almost same, they differ in their parts of speech. OUS is an adjective, whereas TY is a noun. Okay. So I hope these words are clear. 4571632. So yes, everyone is correct. 4571632. Yes, correct. Yes. Chaliye. Now, next slide, we are going to have phrases and phrasal verbs. Yesterday, we saw good idioms, good phrasal verbs. Okay. So, quickly, you have to match those phrases and phrasal verbs also with their corresponding meanings. So, chaliye fatafat match kariye, guys. Quickly match these words with their meanings. Yes, Avyansh. Try to give other answers also. Very good, Payal. Excellent. Excellent. Correct, Arvi. Correct, Arju. Correct, Miraj. Everyone. Very good. Very good. So, fewer fish, basically, as I told you, QUEER, this word in itself means strange, odd. Okay. अगर इसके literal meaning भी आप देखेंगे तो that is strange and odd. And fish, basically, idiom language में fish word जैसे a big fish we say. So fish word basically we denote to a person. So pure fish basically we call to strange person, an odd person, person with odd qualities. So that is called pure fish. Okay. So A will be matched with third. Absolutely correct. Yes, very good. Keyword the pitch. Now see here, keyword is a what? It is an adjective keyword fish. But if you are using it as this keyword the pitch, yes. So it is a verb here. It means to spoil something planned. कि कोई चीज अगर ऑलरेडी प्लान्ड है और आप उसको स्पॉइल कर देते हैं, जैसे होता है ना कहीं का भी ट्रिप बने लास्ट में किसी ने कैंसिल कर दिया ट्रिप या किसी की तबीयत खराब हो जाए. So that illness of someone has cured the pitch. So it means to spoil something planned. किसी भी planned चीजों को spoil कर देना, खराब कर देना. So that is called clear the pitch. So B will be matched with fifth. Draw will basically we call to become equal in to become equal to someone in competition. मतलब किसी के बराबर पे चले जाना. अगर आप पीछे हैं तब भी आपने इतने स्कोर लेकर के आए कि you are equal to, you are at par with that person. So basically to become equal to someone in competition, बराबर में आ जाना. So that is called draw level. So C will be matched with first. सिल्वर लाइनिंग एज आई टोल्ड इट इज यूज्ड फॉर होप. बेसिकली एक अनप्लेजेंट सर्कमस्टांसेस के बाद आपको अगर कुछ होप नजर आती है, उम्मीद नजर आती है, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड सिल्वर लाइनिंग. ओके. एवरी क्लाउड हैज सिल्वर लाइनिंग. दिस इज एन idiom. So D basically refers to two. Okay, hope. Rule out basically we call to eliminate. Rule out you can say exclude, eliminate, all these other meaning. Okay. So D, E will be matched with fourth. And get past something means avoid something, overcome something, you can say avoid, overcome. So all these are the meanings of the word get past. So F is already matched with sixth. So yes, these are the correct pair. 3 1 3 5 1 2 4 6. Right? Smelling fishy is what? Something is fishy. So that is doubtful, Jyotishmoy. Suspicious, doubtful. So that is called fishy. Good morning, Geeta. Good morning, everyone. So this was all about yesterday's session. Now we are going to start today's session. So the first word of today's session is wholesale. देखिए वर्ड तो सबने सुना होगा, wholesale market, but it is not used only in terms of goods. Wholesale can be used, it is a noun also, it is an adjective also. Wholesale can be an adjective also. Okay. See, if you overcome something, yes, it is basically overcome only, guys. But अगर आप किसी भी सिचुएशन से ओवरकम करते हैं तो ऑफ कोर्स आपने जो पास्ट सिचुएशन थी उन सबको अवॉइड कर दिया एंड यू हैव गेट पास्ट. सो एग्जैक्ट basically if you talk it is overcome only. Okay. So that is get past means overcome a tough phase, go through tough phase. So that is called basically overcome. You can say go through his experience. That is overcome. Okay. So exact meaning is overcome only. Clear, Arju? So wholesale word we basically use in terms of extensive, in terms of widespread. कि कोई भी चीज अगर बहुत ज्यादा extensive है, widespread है, so in that case we use the word wholesale. It is an adjective. It can be used as a noun. It is not only used in terms of goods and services. Wholesale market आपको पता होगी. Then we have the word directive. Say directive, as आपको पता होगा, directive as a noun we use for instruction. We use it for instruction. We use it for order. Directive, okay, instruction and order. But directive word can also mean serving, guiding, okay, something that is guiding you, something that is serving you, something that is helping you, so that is also called directive, okay. So instruction and order is a different meaning. Serving and guiding is also one of the meanings of directive. It is also an adjective. ये भी एक adjective है, okay. The next word we have is erupt. See, देखिए आपको यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना होगा. Yes, steering you can say. Erupt word you all know. Eruption of something, ejection, eruption. So this you all know. ये eruption आपको पता होगा. But it is here IRRUPT. So IRRUPT, erupt, basically we call to break into. Break into, I hope you know. So to enter forcibly, to enter suddenly, to enter without permission, that is called erupt. IRRUPT. So enter forcibly, enter suddenly, break into somewhere. So that is called erupt. Clear, everyone? Yes, usher you can say, ushering, guiding, steering, all these can be the synonym of directive. Correct. So I hope you got the difference between IRRUPT, because this can be a new word. It is a verb basically. It is a verb. Its V2 form is erupted, and erupt, you all know, eruption of something, ejection. Okay. Next word we have is remit. So remit word, it is a common, it is also a verb. It means cancel, revoke, resign, repeal. So all these can be the synonyms of the word remit. REMIT, remit. Okay. Yes, volcanic eruption. So this eruption is very common, you all know. But I guess ki IRRUPT, it is not that common. It is basically used for breaking into somewhere. Okay. It means forcibly enter somewhere, violently, suddenly enter somewhere. This we use for cancel, revoke, rescind, repeal. मतलब कहीं पर भी किसी भी चीज को nullify करने के लिए, so that we use the word remit, nullify something, cancel कर दें. Next word we have is quorum. So quorum basically we call to the minimum numbers of an assembly or meeting. कि किसी भी meeting के लिए it is a noun basically quorum. Forum, you know, forum is what? So forum को platform के लिए basically use किया जाता है. And quorum basically we use for minimum number of members of an assembly or meeting. किसी भी assembly में, किसी भी meeting में जो minimum number of लोग होने चाहिए, so that is basically called quorum. The next word we have is endowment. So endowment, it's the endow word, you know. Endowed with, आपको basically पता होगा. She is endowed with intelligence. She is endowed with beauty. Okay. So endow we also use for confer, give someone. It is what? It is a verb. Bestow, confer, that is called endow. Okay. But endowment we also use for funding, financing, quality, characteristic of something. So all these are different meanings of the word endowment. It is a noun. Endowment is also a noun. Characteristics. Clear? So funding, financing, quality, characteristics, these are the synonyms of the word endowment. Then next word we have is, yes, fundings is also the synonym. Institute. Institute as a noun, you all know, educational institutes, okay, coaching institutes, training institutes, you all know. But institute is a verb here. And institute as a verb, it means start and begin. And I guess this we did earlier also. किसी और आर्टिकल में भी हमने किया था, किसी भी चीज को स्टार्ट करने के लिए, बिगिन करने के लिए, यू कैन यूज द वर्ड इंस्टीट्यूट. ओके. Next word is pruning. Pruning, I hope those who are gardening, those who are like fond of gardening, जो लोग गार्डनिंग करते होंगे उन्हें ये वर्ड पता होगा, pruning. Pruning basically we call to trimming or cutting away, reducing the wanted parts. कि जो अनवांटेड पार्ट होते हैं प्लांट वगैरह में, जिनको हम ट्रिम कर देते हैं, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड प्रूनिंग. उससे प्लांट क्या होता है, और अच्छे से ग्रो करता है. सो दैट कटाई छटाई जिसे कहते हैं हिंदी में. ठीक है. सो ट्रिमिंग, कटिंग अवे, रिड्यूसिंग अनवांटेड पार्ट्स, बेसिकली किसे हम हटाते हैं, अनवांटेड पार्ट्स को हटाते हैं, या जो एक्स्ट्रा पार्ट ग्रो कर जाते हैं, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड प्रूनिंग. यस, प्रूनिंग द twigs. Basically we use this in gardening only. Next word we have is spur. Spur, pruning is also a verb. Spur is also a verb. So spur basically we call to stimulate, encourage or boost something. किसी भी चीज को बूस्ट अप करने के लिए, एनकरेज करने के लिए, स्टिमुलेट करने के लिए वी यूज द वर्ड स्पर, सडन स्पर. So it can be used as a noun also. Spur can be used as a noun also. Okay. Pruning, appendix cutting away, you can say, because that is unwanted part, we reduce it. Yes. Pruning word, see, basically we use it, अगर आप इसके टर्मिनोलॉजी की बात करेंगे, so basically we use this in gardening. But आज के ट्यूटोरियल में आपको दिखेगा कि ये किसी डिफरेंट वे में भी यूज हुआ है. Okay. So anywhere for reducing, for cutting the unwanted part, you can use this. Okay. Next we have the word open-ended. Open-ended basically is an adjective. इट मीन्स हैविंग नो बाउंड्री और लिमिट ऑफ एनीथिंग, कि किसी भी चीज का कोई फिक्स्ड, कोई डिसाइडेड बाउंड्री या लिमिट ना होना. मतलब आप कोई काम करना स्टार्ट किए हैं बट यू हैव नॉट सेट एनी बाउंड्री और एनी लिमिट फॉर दैट थिंग, सो दैट इज वी से ना ओपन एंडेड डिबेट. सो मतलब जिस डिबेट के कोई लिमिट ही ना हो, कोई बाउंड्री ना हो, आप आपने कोई एक यू कैन से यू हैवंट ड्रॉन अ लाइन, कि आपने कोई लाइन ही ड्रॉ नहीं की है, कोई लिमिट ही नहीं खींचा है, सो दैट इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड ओपन एंडेड. The next word we have is circuitous. Circuitous, as you know, roundabout, indirect. Okay. तो जब घुमा फिरा के बात करना, that is called circumlocution. So circuitous basically वही सर्कल को ही रेफर करता है, that is roundabout, indirect, कि कोई भी चीज घुमा फिरा के ही करना. So that is so it is also an adjective. So next word we have is fraught. See, F-R-A-U-G-H-T, drought, you all might have heard. Now this is fraud. Fraud basically we call to filled with or full of. Full of or filled with or likely to result in. Okay. Fraught with, yes, fraught basically it is also used for anxious. Okay. So filled with something, full of something, or likely to result into something, anxious. So all these are the meanings of the word fraud. ये सारे के सारे meanings होते हैं किसके, fraud के. The next word we have is epaulets. So epaulets basically you can simply call it badge. जो shoulder पे हम badge wear करते हैं. So in that case we use the word epaulets. It is what a decoration worn on the shoulder. जो shoulder वगैरह पे आप badges वगैरह करते हैं. So that is called epaulets. Frantic we call to filled with enthusiasm and all, you can say. Yes, usually Shubham. Usually for anxious, for worry, that you are too much anxious, to you are too much worrisome. तो अगर आपके अंदर एंजाइटी वगैरह बहुत ज्यादा है, तो in that case we basically use fraud. So basically it is used for fill with or full of or likely to result in something, something often often negative, you can say. Okay. And anxious, worrisome, all these can be the synonyms. Okay. So these are the vocabs of today's session. As I told, we don't have any idioms and phrases today, but yes, phrasal verb we have. So the phrasal verb for today is do away with, and it is also a very, very important phrasal verb. Do away basically we call to abolish or nullify something, discard something. किसी चीज को हटा देना, do away with all the old rules. Okay. So do away with basically we use for abolish, nullify, discard. Okay, these all can be the synonyms of do away. Repeal, you can say. Okay, yes, discard, repeal, all these. Okay, nullify. And next phrasal verb is cut down. So cut down, again this we use for reduce the size, amount or quantity of something. किसी भी चीज की size को, quantity को, उसके number को reduce कर देना, that is also called cut down. Okay. Rule out, yes, correct. So that is the meaning. So this is all about phrasal verbs. Now guys, as you know, we have launched Nabard batch from 22nd of September. ये 22nd से आपकी batch start हुई है. It's the IPO. See, usage of phrases you will get in today's idiom only. आज के sorry, आज article में आपको usage आपको दिख जाएंगे. So you will be clear about the usages. Okay. SBI PO batch, this we are going to start from today itself. So those who are interested, because we are launching pre plus mains batch. It is going to be a combined batch for both pre and means preparations. So those who are interested in joining SBI PO batch, they can definitely join this batch, okay, using my code SABA. But as I always say, if you want to attend all the classes and you want the access of all the mock test also, so the best buy plan on Oliveboard platform is Banking Super Elite. In Banking Super Elite, you will get all the live classes, whatever we have on Oliveboard platform for banking, apart from all the mock test. Okay, and if you want to go only for mock test, then you can go for Elite. Okay, अगर आप सिर्फ मॉक टेस्ट देना चाहते हो तो आप बैंकिंग एलिट के लिए भी जा सकते हैं. यू कैन यूज माई कोड सबा फॉर परचेजिंग एनीथिंग ऑन ऑलीवुड प्लेटफॉर्म. कुछ भी अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड है परचेस करने में, यू कैन यूज माई कोड सबा फॉर एडिशनल डिस्काउंट. ओके, लर्न इंग्लिश विद सबा इज माई टेलीग्राम चैनल. So you can join this telegram channel for updates on every session and for pdf. हर सेशन के अपडेट के लिए, pdf के लिए definitely join this channel, that is learn english with sabha. Okay, so what is this? Good morning, ma'am. Due to your classes, I got 23 marks in English with 20. Very good, Abhimanyu. Wish you all the best. So, did you qualify IBPS clerk? Did you qualify? Good score. See, the best part is that you guys are maintaining accuracy, and I want आपके attempt थोड़ा कम हो सकता है. It is not necessary that you attempt all 30 out of 30 questions. So, what is important is this. So it is basically your accuracy that matters. Congratulations, Abhimanyu. Please put your heart and soul for your mains preparation. Okay. So that you get a final selection, because there are many who couldn't qualify pre because of the high cutoff. So if you have managed to qualify pre-examination, then don't leave any stone unturned for mains preparation. Okay. Move earth and heaven. So let's start today's article, guys. But I'm really happy to see your scores. So quickly read this. I'm hiding myself. Go through this article. Not possible, Neeraj. Because if we do everything in detail, so that is not possible. In session, we can't complete. If you want to read on your own, of course you can read. But in session, it won't be possible. Otherwise, we won't be able to justify with any of the articles. अच्छा article है. Something new that we are going to see, and something that is not expected also. मतलब ऐसी चीज अगर हो रही है तो it is not expected. Okay, not good thing also. I will tell Abhishek. Gallantry, everything I will tell. Just you go through this. Okay, I will explain each and every word. Okay. See, talent and recognition. सो बेसिकली यहाँ पे टैलेंट और टैलेंट को रिकॉग्नाइज करने की बात हो रही है, एंड दिस आर्टिकल इज ऑन रिड्यूसिंग नंबर ऑफ साइंस अवार्ड्स. सो आपने अभी देखा होगा, एक न्यूज थी, आई गेस टुडे 29 26 की न्यूज थी, आई गेस ये कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर और यू कैन से कि जो भी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है, दे आर इवन ट्राइंग टू कट डाउन द नंबर ऑफ अवार्ड्स. कि ये जो साइंटिफिक और मेडिकल रिसर्चर्स को, साइंटिस्ट को और मेडिकल रिसर्चर्स को जो अवार्ड दिए जाते हैं, अब उसमें भी ये लोग कमी करने लगे हैं. So I don't think that is a good part, okay? Because काफी मेहनत लगती है इन सारी चीजों के लिए. But if they won't be getting award, तो of course हम उन्हें appreciate कैसे करेंगे? So this is something. So this article is basically on that decision of government, कि where the government is thinking to reduce the number of science and research awards. Okay, medical researchers या scientists को जो award दिए जाते हैं, तो उसको कम करने की बातें हो रही हैं. So awards in science are a source of encouragement. Because scientists को initially उन्हें इतने मतलब if they take that much time कि उनको रिसर्च वगैरह करने में, और दे डोंट दैट वेल आल्सो. सो दीज अवार्ड्स आर व्हाट, दीज आर अ सोर्स ऑफ एनकरेजमेंट फॉर देम. should not be cut down. यहीं से ऑथर ने सजेशन दे दिया कि इसको कट डाउन मीन्स दे शुड नॉट बी रिड्यूस, कि इनमें कोई कमी नहीं करनी चाहिए, नहीं होनी चाहिए. ओके. The Senate has decided that awards, prizes, and fellowships even by various ministries and departments need a wholesale relook. So wholesale, you know, extensive की बात हो रही है, पूरे वाइड उस पे बात हो रही है कि सेंटर ने डिसाइड किया है कि ये जो भी अवार्ड, प्राइजेस, फेलोशिप्स, ये सारी चीजें जो दी जाती हैं by various ministries and departments, they need a extensive relook. मतलब इनको फिर से रिकंसिडर करना चाहिए. Okay. So as per them, the Ministry of Home Affairs, which is executing this directive, executing here means performing, जो इस काम को perform करती है. Okay. This directive basically here we call to instruction, order, all these things. Okay. So who is performing all these things has moved much beyond its usual remit of awards for police officers and gallantry medals and erupted into the world of scientific and medical research. Okay. Now this direct Ministry of Home Affairs, इन्होंने काफी कुछ किया, मतलब its usual remit of awards. So remit, you know, cancellation. Basically here we are calling what cancellation, nullifying. तो बहुत सारे awards को इन लोगों ने cancel किया है for police officers and gallantry. Gallantry basically we call to bravery, chivalry. Gallantry basically we call to bravery. तो बहुत सारे जो वीरता के पुरस्कार वगैरह दिए जाते थे, इनको भी उन्होंने बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स को कैंसिल कर दिया है. And erupted into KK, Sudhar, if you have any question, so I will discuss that after discussing this article. Okay. So gallantry we call to bravery. So, and gallantry medals and erupted here means what? Entered forcibly. Okay, till now they have cut down the award of gallantry and other things. Police officers वगैरह के award को इन्होंने खत्म किया था. But now they have entered forcibly into the world of scientific and medical research also. And I hope you know कि enter के साथ into word का use नहीं होता है. But erupt word also means break into or enter somewhere forcibly, enter forcibly. Okay. सो ये साइंटिफिक और मेडिकल फील्ड में भी ये आ गए हैं रिड्यूस करने के लिए अवार्ड्स को. इंडिया साइंटिफिक मिनिस्ट्रीज रिसेंटली मेड प्रेजेंटेशंस टू द यूनियन होम सेक्रेटरी Ajay Bhalla on awards given to scientists at different stages of their career. So they have presented their complete list that what are the awards we give to a scientist at different stage of their career. Okay. They also had to list out which were national awards and which were funded out private endowments. कि जहाँ वो सारी लिस्टिंग कर दिए थे कि कौन से नेशनल अवार्ड है और कौन से अवार्ड्स को प्राइवेट फंडिंग मिलती थी. So all these things they have listed out. Okay. Fundings. Though final call is yet to be taken, still the government has not taken any decision. But you know, government ने जो सोच लिया वो हो ही जाता है आजकल. So even though they have not taken a final decision on this, but still we are very sure कि ऐसा कर ही देंगे अगर सोच लिया है तो. So the quorum basically, you know, number of people they are in the meeting. Okay. So and this consisted of the secretaries. Now these are the people in this meeting. ये सारे लोग थे. Secretaries or the heads of each of these ministries. कि ये जो जितने भी कोरम में लोग थे. So each was of the opinion. ये सारे लोग इस opinion के थे that most awards ought to be done away with. Because maximum का यही sense था कि maximum awards को क्या कर देना चाहिए? हटा देना चाहिए. Done away with what? Discarded. Most of the awards must be discarded. And ministries could either retain only some of the national awards और इंस्टीट्यूट वन और टू हाई स्टेटस अवार्ड, कि वो लोग सिर्फ एक दो नेशनल अवार्ड्स को ही रख सकते हैं या कोई एक दो हाई स्टेटस वाले जो अवार्ड्स हैं दे कैन कीप ओनली दोस अवार्ड्स और बाकी सारे अवार्ड्स को दे कैन डिस्कार्ड ऑल दीस थिंग्स. अच्छा, रेमिट ऑफ अवार्ड्स वेयर इट इज she has moved beyond its usual remit of awards. Remit of award basically here it means nullifying, not paying clearing. It is basically we are calling awards कि they have already cancelled a few awards for police officers and gallantry. जैसे बहुत सारे awards दिए जाते थे तो वहां पर उन्होंने कुछ awards को कम कर दिया है. And after doing that they have now entered they have entered the world of scientific and medical research also. So clear? Oh, did you do homework? I said that you didn't do any homework. Yes, correct. See, of course, even I'm not in support of this thing because this award should be given. Scientists के लिए और medical researchers के लिए तो of course encouragement होना चाहिए. Okay, I didn't get approved. Even I was shocked that why didn't you do the homework? So the rationale for pruning. Now rationale here it is a noun. Rational is an adjective, rational is noun. This so many times I have told. So rational here is called logic. Rational here is logic. Now for pruning, ये जो discard कर रहे, कटाई छटाई जो कर रहे हैं, okay? अच्छा, तो सोनाली, that is why I was wondering that yesterday why I got so less like homeworks. I did receive your homework only, guys. पूर्ण सोनाली, आप लोगों का होमवर्क मुझे रिसीव ही नहीं हुआ है, ओके? कोरम बेसिकली वी कॉल टू मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल इन एनी मीटिंग. किसी भी मीटिंग में जो सबसे कम लोग होते हैं, मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड कोरम. ओके सुनील? भल्ला इज बेसिकली दैट होम सेक्रेटरी, यहाँ पे लिखा है ना, यूनियन होम सेक्रेटरी अजय भल्ला. Okay, so the rationale for pruning. Now see, they have to give their logic behind all these things. So the logic Mr. Bhalla has said follows from a vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi regarding the transformation of award ecosystem. Now what is the logic behind this? So they have given the logic that they are following the vision of Prime Minister, and it is one of the vision of Prime Minister that they are going to transform the award ecosystem. पूरे award के ecosystem को ये लोग बदल के रख देंगे. Okay. 2018, Mr. Modi had said that his government has modified the system of Padma Awards and ensured it recognized ordinary people doing selfless work rather than well-known personalities who repeatedly bagged them. Okay. Now, what is the sense here? 2018. So this is also one of the vision of our honorable Prime Minister that they are transforming the award ecosystem. Okay. So in 2018, Mr. Modi इन्होंने एक रीजन दिया था कि गवर्नमेंट ने अवार्ड सिस्टम को, बेसिकली पद्म अवार्ड जो दिए जाते हैं, उसके पूरे सिस्टम को उन्होंने मॉडिफाई कर दिया है. एंड नाउ दिस अवार्ड इज इवन गिवन टू ऑर्डिनरी पीपल डूइंग सेल्फलेस वर्क. कि मतलब ये सिर्फ वेल नोन पर्सनालिटीज को नहीं देना चाहिए जो बार बार वही अवार्ड को लेके जाते हैं, who repeatedly back them means receive those awards. So nowadays they are giving Padma awards even to ordinary people who are doing selfless work. Okay. Awards Mr. Bhala has said ought to be restricted and have a transparent selection process. So अब जो अवार्ड्स होंगे, सी ये सारी चीजें ठीक है, बट साइंस एंड रिसर्च फील्ड में तो अवार्ड्स को कम नहीं करना चाहिए. ओके, सो नाउ दे आर सेइंग दैट कि द अवार्ड्स विल बी रेस्ट्रिक्टेड एंड दे विल हैव अ ट्रांसपेरेंट सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस. Awards and prizes recognize achievement. Of course, awards and prizes, these are the things that recognize achievement. Okay. Yes, that is a good thing. See, Padma, what they have changed, that is a good thing. Okay, they are giving even to ordinary people doing selfless work. That is really a good thing. This is positive. But this is not that good. So awards, prizes recognize achievement. But science and medical research, they are also meant to spur younger scientists towards loftier imaginative goals. Because science और medical research में ये इतना extensive होता है कि these awards encourage, इस पर बेसिकली वी कॉल टू एनकरेज और बूस्ट यंगर साइंटिस्ट, कि उन्हें एक तरह से स्टिमुलेट करता है टुवर्ड्स लॉफ्टियर एंड इमेजिनेटिव गोल. लॉफ्टियर मींस हायर, कि they are recognized, if they are given the award, so they get stimulated, they get encouraged, and they work towards higher and imaginative goals. Okay, loftier means higher, grand. Lofty we call to grand. Okay, high, noble. Okay, so that is called high. So that is the meaning. So unlike in sport or even gallantry awards, where it is relatively easier to define a set of benchmarks and confer medals on achievers, scientist research is open-ended, circuitous, and has history of science reveals, punctuated by lucky breaks. See, if you compare the award, so if you talk about sports, if you talk about gallantry awards, so it is very easy to define, to have a benchmark कि किसे award देना है, किसे नहीं देना है. So and confer medals on achievers, कि you can easily give medals to achievers. But if you talk about scientific research, so it is very difficult to decide because it is an open-ended research. Okay, कि ये मतलब जिसका कोई लिमिट नहीं होता साइंटिफिक रिसर्च का, किसी ने कोई थोड़ा बहुत रिसर्च कर दिया, किसी ने कोई बहुत बड़ा रिसर्च कर दिया. एंड यू नो जनरली साइंटिफिक रिसर्च कुछ सालों के बाद जाके पता चलता है कि वो कितना इंपॉर्टेंट रिसर्च था. ओके, सो साइंटिफिक रिसर्च इज व्हाट, इट इज open-ended, it is circuitous, it is not direct. Okay, and has the history of science reveals, so punctuated by lucky breaks. So that is why it is very difficult to decide कि कौन से award को रखना है, किसको देना और किसको नहीं देना है for scientific and research things. Okay, So it is possible to train talented youth to be Olympians or international cricketers, but impossible to create an Einstein or a Chandrasekhar. देखिए ये बहुत इजी होगा कि आप किसी पर्सन को ट्रेन करके आप उसे एक ओलंपियन बना दीजिए, आप उसे इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेटर बना दीजिए, बिकॉज दैट पर्सन कैन बी ट्रेन्ड. बट कैन यू ट्रेन अ पर्सन टू बिकम अ साइंटिस्ट? नॉट एट ऑल. So it is very difficult to produce one Einstein or one Chandrasekhar, so that is not easy task. So that is why awards of this science and research field that should not be cut down. Okay. Punctuated by lucky breaks means there are some interruption also. Interruption also. Definitely I will do. See, chance also, interruption also, all these things we are talking about. Guys, 1 second, just almost every Nobel laureate in the modern era has won various secondary prizes and recognition in their early career and every year. So there is as much debate on who was emitted as on the person and who won. Now, see, this line is also important. Now, these days, uh, see, KK Suthar, you will gradually improve through this. Yes, lucky break. Yes, that is serendipity discovery by chance. See, I will explain this line once again. See, अनलाइक इन स्पोर्ट और इवन गैलेंट्री अवार्ड्स कि जैसे गैलेंट्री अवार्ड्स ब्रेवरी अवार्ड्स में होता है, स्पोर्ट्स में होता है कि आपको पता होता है कि किसको देना, किसने अच्छा परफॉर्म किया, यू हैव टू गिव दैट अवार्ड टू दैट पर्सन. ओके, बट इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डिसाइड सेट दैट बेंचमार्क फॉर साइंटिफिक रिसर्च, बिकॉज साइंटिफिक रिसर्च इज व्हाट, इट इज ओपन एंडेड, इसका कोई लिमिट नहीं होता है. ओके, इट इज इनडायरेक्ट, आपको नहीं पता होता कि किसने क्या रिसर्च किया, उसका क्या रिजल्ट होने वाला. सो इट इज ओपन एंडेड रिसर्च. ओके, एंड हैज द हिस्ट्री ऑफ साइंस रिवील्स कि इसमें जो है हिस्ट्री भी है जहाँ पे साइंटिफिक रिवोल्यूशन हुए हैं, पंक्चुएटेड बाय लकी ब्रेक्स. यहाँ पर आपके सेंस है कि वहां पर आपको कुछ ऐसे कोई बहुत अच्छे चांस हो जाते हैं कि जहां पर आप बहुत जैसे यू कैन से डिस्कवरी ऑफ दिस थिंग ओनली, रेडियम ओनली. तो ये सारी चीजें क्या हो गई कि एक जस्ट इट वाज अ चांस कि इन लोगों ने डिस्कवर कर लिया है. सो यस, इट कैन, यू कैन टॉक अबाउट लकी ब्रेक्स की यहाँ पर उसकी भी बात हो जाती है कि हाँ कुछ चांस से आपने कोई बहुत अच्छी चीजें कर ली हैं. सो बट दैट चांस ऑलवेज नॉट हैपन कि हमेशा कोई साइंटिफिक कोई साइंटिस्ट जो है कोई इस तरह के उनको गोल्डन चांस मिल जाए जहां पर वो बहुत बड़ा कुछ रिसर्च कर ले. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर नॉट पॉसिबल इन रिसर्च. ओके, so here it can be even talk about interruption also कि sometimes कि उन्हें कुछ भी हाथ में नहीं मिलता है. So all these things are not that easy to define for scientific this research कि ये सारी चीजें define करना easy नहीं होता है. And that is why they have said कि it is very possible, it is possible to train कि you can create, you can produce one Olympian, you can train one international cricketer कि आप इन सारे sports person को train कर सकते हैं, but you cannot create कि because of training and other things you can't create one scientist. आप किसी को आइंस्टीन या चंद्रशेखर नहीं बना सकते because it depends upon the research they are doing. उनका रिसर्च कितना सक्सेसफुल होता है, उनको कितने चांस उनके हाथ में लगते हैं. So all these things depends upon that. Yes. So most of the research in science was based on chance. Okay. So almost every Nobel laureate, अगर सारे Nobel laureate की बात करें modern era में, so all these have won various secondary prizes and recognition in their early career. ऐसा नहीं था कि वो एकदम उठा और उनको Nobel laureate मिल गया, कि ये सारे जो Nobel laureate हैं आज के डेट में, सबने अपने अर्ली करियर में कोई ना कोई सेकेंडरी अवार्ड जीते ही थे. ओके, सो ऐसा एक हफ्ते अवार्ड रखा तो वही अवार्ड के लिए सब लोग पीछे भागेंगे. सो व्हेन दे गेट मोटिवेशन इन देयर अर्ली करियर, सो दे आर एनकरेज्ड एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे गेट दैट नोबल प्राइज आल्सो. So there is as much debate on who was omitted as on the person who won. तो अभी भी मतलब बहुत सारा डिबेट है कि किसको छोड़ना है, कौन जीता था. सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट इज वेरी कंट्रोवर्शियल टॉपिक कि आप किसी को पहले से डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते कि किसे अवार्ड देना, किसे नहीं देना है. सो इफ यू रिड्यूस, बिकॉज अगर आपने अवार्ड को डाउन कर दिया, रिड्यूस कर दिया, सो इट मीन्स यू विल बी गिविंग दोज अवार्ड्स टू वेरी सेलेक्टेड पर्सन. सो दैट इज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट प्रोसेस टू चूज कि किसे अवार्ड देना है, किसे नहीं देना है, because you don't know कि that research वो आगे जाके क्या काम कर जाए. So recognizing early career potential will remain fraught with subjectivity and fewer awards on offer could provoke increased discontent. यहाँ पर देखें, रिकॉग्नाइजिंग अर्ली करियर पोटेंशियल, कि अगर आप किसी के पोटेंशियल को पहले ही रिकॉग्नाइज कर लेते हैं, विल रिमेन फ्रॉट विद मींस फिल्ड विद सब्जेक्टिविटी, with fewer awards on offer could provoke increased discontent. Now, if you will have a fraught with means filled with basically, okay? So, if you have fewer awards to offer, अगर आपके पास अवार्ड ही कम होंगे देने के लिए, so of course it can increase discontentment. Discontent means your dissatisfaction. Okay? Contrary to the Prime Minister's vision, fewer awards may actually miss many more promising talents and amplify it to the already decorated. Now, again, it is the same thing. जिस चीज को प्राइम मिनिस्टर हटा रहे थे, जैसे पद्म अवार्ड में हमने क्या किया है कि हमने अवार्ड को कम किया है ताकि जो नॉन पर्सनालिटी थी उन्हीं को बार बार अवार्ड मिल रहा था। हियर व्हाट वी आर डूइंग कि अब यहाँ उनके विजन के जस्ट अपोजिट होगा, बिकॉज इफ वी हैव फ्यूअर अवार्ड्स इन रिसर्च एंड साइंटिफिक फील्ड, सो व्हाट विल हैपन कि दीज अवार्ड्स मे एक्चुअली मिस मेनी मोर प्रॉमिसिंग टैलेंट्स, कि हो सकता है कि वहां पर हम जो बहुत सारे प्रॉमिसिंग टैलेंट हो उनको हम वो अवार्ड ना दे पाए इफ वी हैव लिमिटेड अवार्ड्स, ओके? amplify appellate to the already decorated. It means जिनको पहले से अवार्ड मिला है, अगर किसी ने रिसर्च कर लिया है तो पहले से उन्हें अवार्ड मिला, तो हो सकता है फिर से वही पर्सन लेके चला जाए अवार्ड। सो इट वोंट बी पॉसिबल टू रिवॉर्ड एवरी प्रॉमिसिंग टैलेंट्स। नॉट क्लियर पे। क्लियर पे मीन्स in which sense you are talking, Neeraj? I will come to that line. Awards cost ministries money, but the meeting did not discuss whether cost factoring was a factor in the rationalization. Now see, अवार्ड देने में ऑफ कोर्स मिनिस्ट्री को पैसे मतलब ऑफ कोर्स उनको पैसे खर्च करने पड़ते, बिकॉज इफ दे विल बी अवार्डिंग अ पर्सन दे विल हैव टू गिव मनी, ओके? सो ऑफ कोर्स इट कॉस्ट मिनिस्ट्रीज, उनको पैसे उनके पैसे लगते हैं। मीटिंग में इन्होंने ये डिस्कस नहीं किया कि इज इट दिस एक्शन ऑफ कटिंग कॉस्ट, जैसे बहुत सारे हम स्टेप्स लेते हैं कॉस्ट को रिड्यूस करने के लिए, सो इज इट आल्सो वन ऑफ द कटिंग कॉस्ट फैक्टर इन दैट इज फैक्टर इन रेशनलाइजेशन, की इन सारी चीजों को जो हम रेशनलाइज कर रहे हैं, सो इज दिस वन ऑफ द फैक्टर जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ टू सेव सम मनी वी आर रिड्यूसिंग दिस कॉस्ट? Basically we call to badge, you can say a badge that is worn on shoulder, okay? शोल्डर पे जो आप लोग बैज वगैरह पहनते हैं, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड, बेसिकली आपने देखा होगा पुलिस फोर्सेस में जो स्टार वगैरह लगे होते हैं ना, सो दैट इज बेसिकली वी कॉल्ड एपेलेट्स, ओके? बैज यू कैन सिंपली से, ओके? It is unclear what existing problem the new scheme solves. The center should reconsider the merits of its proposal. कि अभी ये क्लियर नहीं है कि इस तरह से मतलब ये जो नई स्कीम आ रही है इससे क्या किस तरह के प्रॉब्लम को हम सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, बट यस सेंटर शुड रिकंसीडर द मेरिट्स ऑफ इट प्रपोजल, कि उसके मेरिट को उनको रिकंसीडर करना होगा। कहां पर वॉस का सब्जेक्ट, इन विच सेंटेंस यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सोनाली? नाउ प्लीज आस्क योर डाउट्स। विच सेंटेंस यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट वॉस का सब्जेक्ट? नीचे से सेकंड, cutting gerund is the subject, cutting cost was a factor, so cutting yes, gerund is the subject, gerund is the subject, okay? Yes, cutting is the subject, whether cutting cost, so gerund is the subject, okay? Government has increased gallantry award and reducing awards in the fields of science. I will come to that line, Neeraj, okay? Now what is wrong here? A good question of grammar. What is wrong here? Quickly. Consists of is incorrect. So you are saying that instead of consisted of, it should be consist of, right, Arju? See the tense of the sentence. We are getting multiple tense. See what is wrong in C part. Many. Most awards ought to be. Many. No. What is wrong in C, Naveen and others? Danish. Quickly, guys. We already discussed this rule. It is a good question. What is wrong here? Were. Most of. Now listen to me. See, though a final call is yet to be taken, कि final decision, final call means decision अभी लेना बाकी है. So this is in present, it is correct because decision we have to take. Okay, we are yet to take the decision. So that is correct. The quorum and this consisted of this quorum means ये जो meeting बैठी गई थी वहां पर कौन कौन लोग थे शामिल कौन कौन था meeting में. So here we are talking about past because meeting तो past में बैठी थी ना. So consisted of is absolutely correct. The meeting that consisted of the secretaries or the heads of each of these ministries was of the opinion. This was the subject of was is each. You know each के पहले no नवीन यहाँ पर verb आपका each of the है. So as I told each of the के बाद noun plural होता है but the verb has to be singular. Noun plural but verb has to be singular. So was is absolutely correct. And since this was is in past tense, so this consisted of is past tense, that is also correct. So that most awards is correct. कि maximum awards को cut down जैसे most students we say most of the is also correct, most is also correct. जैसे क्या each girl and each of the girls, so both are correct. In the same way most of the awards and most awards both are correct. Okay. Is this point clear that was is referring to each? So each is what? Each is singular, so was is absolutely correct. Each के साथ was हमेशा singular जाएगा. Was of the opinion that most awards ought to be done away with. Ought to is a phrasal, it is a modal, it is absolutely correct. जहां पर भी किसी हम moral obligation की बात करते हैं तो we use this. Yes, quorum के लिए भी even quorum is a collective noun, so quorum was of the opinion, that is also correct. Heads of each of these ministries, so the quorum was of the opinion. For quorum also we will use singular only. We are not using this was for ministries and other things. So quorum is also a collective noun, so that will be singular only. Okay. Of the opinion that most awards ought to be done away with. Done away with means discarded. That is also correct. And ministries could either retain could retain is retain. Achha, either could retain only some of the national awards or institute. Yes, the error lies here. अब देखिए यहाँ पैरेललिज्म वाला एरर है कि आपको पता है कि जब भी हमारे सेंटेंस में कोई भी कोरिलेटिव कंजंक्शंस होते हैं ईदर और नीदर नॉर नॉट ओनली बट आल्सो ऑल दीज कोरिलेटिव कंजंक्शंस इफ वी हैव सो दे अग्री विद द सेम पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच. तो आपको मैंने बताया था कि और इंस्टीट्यूट के पहले लगा एंड इंस्टीट्यूट इज वी1 फॉर्म हियर राइट. नो वॉज इज नॉट यूजिंग फॉर हेड्स गाइस. इसको वॉज बिल्कुल सही है, वॉज हेड्स के लिए नहीं लगा, इसको मैं बताऊंगी और लगा वहां पे एंड नहीं लगा है. आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस पॉइंट. पहले मेन एरर सुनिए फिर बाकी एरर अपने आप क्लियर होगा आप लोगों को. ओके. So this either or is a correlative conjunction and I have told you that correlative conjunctions are always placed before the same parts of speech and I hope you all know this thing. So or is used before V1 form of the verb, so either can't be used before modal. Either भी आपका इसके पहले ही यूज होना चाहिए. So these two need to be interchanged and ministries could either retain. Ministries could either retain only some of the national awards or institute one or two high status awards. Is this point clear पहले? तो मेन एरर है वो समझ में आ गया तो बाकी मैं डिस्कस करती हूँ. Any confusion in this rule? Correlative, yes. Instead of either could, it will be could either. The moment you interchange could either, so either will come before V1 form and or is already used before V1 form. And this rule we discussed so many times and I had told you also that we always change the position of first word keeping in mind the position of second word. कि इसकी position को mind में रख करके हम first की position को change करते हैं. Can we say or nahi? So Neeraj is asking, ma'am, can we use could here? No, Neeraj. This is the way we change the error. कि we don't add could here. We can't add could here. Seeing position of the second word, ये जो second word है, इसकी position को check करके we change the position of the first conjunction. Is it clear? आप सेकंड वाले पार्ट में वो चीज ऐड नहीं करेंगे, आप फर्स्ट वाले पार्ट में सिर्फ उसके पोजीशन को चेंज कर देंगे। सो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आपको जनरली मिलेंगे एग्जाम में, बिकॉज ये स्पोकन फॉर्म पे एरर नहीं आते हैं गाइस। इसके लिए रूल पता होना चाहिए, सारी चीज अच्छे से पता होनी चाहिए, कब एरर मार्क करते हैं। सो दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। ओके, सो आई होप दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर। नाउ दोस हु हैव दिस डाउट कि वॉज किसके लिए लगा है, सो दो फाइनल कॉल इज येट टू बी टेकन। कोरम, कोरम की बेसिकली बात हो रही है, एंड इन दिस कोरम वी हैड सेक्रेटरीज, हेड्स, each or the heads of each of these ministries was of the opinion. So basically कोरम में जितने भी लोग थे उन सब के ओपिनियन की बात हो रही है। बट अगर यहाँ पे कोरम ना भी होता तो भी यहाँ पे और द हेड्स ऑफ ईच ऑफ दीज मिनिस्ट्रीज, यहाँ पे और लगा हुआ है। ओके, कि सेक्रेटरीज और द हेड्स ऑफ ईच ऑफ दीज मिनिस्ट्रीज, इनकी बात ही नहीं हो रही। सिंपल द सब्जेक्ट इज कोरम, so simple the subject is quorum, not even each at all। quorum की बात हो रही है, and quorum is a collective noun, so this is what singular form। clear everyone? It is LPS only. 4 p.m. also it is LPS. Thursday we have 4 p.m. that is LPS. Okay. So I hope this point is clear to everyone. Even here, each is not the subject. The quorum is the subject. Quorum को define करने के लिए we have used all these words. Why consisted of? Because quorum consisted of, quorum is basically, I told you the meaning of this word quorum also। See, past में we are talking about, not consists of, because the entire sentence is in past। meeting अभी थोड़ी ना बैठी, it is not a routine action कि when they sat, when the meeting was convened। So for that particular time we are asking, we are using this word कि when this meeting was held, so in that meeting these all were the participants। Okay, so this meeting consisted of all these people, so that is the sense। Okay, it is there approved। So I hope this point is clear to everyone। Okay, now tone of the article, what is the tone of today's article? Basically it is critical and concerned, yes। Suggestive also you can say, suggestive also you can say, because it is a concern, it is a thing of concern। Yes, concerning, critical also, that is not the this, yes, and suggestive, initial line itself is suggestion, correct। Yes, yes, correct, good, good, good। So this is only two homework you have today, so please use these words in a sentence of your own। Okay, yes, critical, concern we have, and a few lines we had suggestion, the opening line and the ending line, that was of suggestion। Okay, so one more thing, Neeraj, what doubt do you have? Neeraj, quickly please। uh, guys, today at 9 a.m. we have that session, exact 40 question, so please do attend that 9 a.m. session। Okay, sir, Remit, you mean to say the Ministry of Home Affairs, which is executing this directive, के जो इस directive को काम कर रहे हैं, has moved much beyond its usual remit of awards for police and gallantry medals and erupted into the world of scientific and medical research। See, अगर आप see this is something कि अगर इन्होंने ऐसा किया है, now if you are taking it कि इन्होंने ऐसा किया है कि उन्होंने वहां पर बढ़ाया है, so यहाँ पर तो वो बढ़ा नहीं रहे ना, तो how can you connect it with and? I don't have that idea ki whether they have used it. Remit word is as in commerce word remit. We call it like pay out money and all. But here you won't be able to connect it with and then. Will you be able to connect it with and? Because यहाँ पर तो वो award बढ़ा नहीं रहा ना. They are cutting down the award. Yes, minimum people that they are in a meeting. Yes, Sunil, that is correct. Neeraj, did you get that? Now, I don't know what is the fact. I'm not aware of the fact whether they have increased the award for police officers and gallantry. That I'm not aware of. But still, as per this sentence, we are not getting that sense. Remit means payment also. Remit means cancel, revoke, resign. All these are the meanings of remit. So, in commerce, you know कि remit means payment. In commerce, yes, it is the meaning. It carries the meaning of payment. But remit also means this. Next page, they have seen. They have said increased. Whether they have where they said कि they have increased the award for bravery and all, कहाँ कहा नीरज? Anyways, if you have doubt, if you get that line, please which line you guys are talking about. I have no idea. But anyways, if still if you have doubt, please let post in that. See, this is using for, it is used for that science and research only. आप यहाँ पे देखो, ये bravery और gallantry के लिए थोड़ी ना use हुआ है. See, this epaulets, it is used for science and research only. It is not used for bravery and gallantry. This line means contrary to the prime minister's vision. उनका जो vision है, ठीक है, कि अवार्ड जो है एक ऐसे पर्सन को देना चाहिए, मतलब 12 अलग अलग लोगों को देना चाहिए. एंड दैट इज वाई दे हैव कट डाउन दैट पद्मश्री अवार्ड, कि उसको उन्होंने हटाया था, पद्म अवार्ड्स को, मतलब उसके पूरे उसको चेंज किया था. बिकॉज वहां पर क्या होता था कि नॉन पर्सनैलिटी ही बार बार अवार्ड लेके जा रहे थे. That was the sense we are getting. But here it is saying that contrary to Prime Minister's vision, fewer award in what? In science and research may actually miss many more promising talents. कि वहां पर अगर आपके पास कम अवार्ड है, बेसिकली वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट साइंस एंड रिसर्च ओनली, कि दे दैट माइट मिस मेनी मोर प्रॉमिसिंग टैलेंट्स एंड एम्पलीफाई एपेलेट्स टू द ऑलरेडी डेकोरेटेड. मतलब हो सकता है वही रिसर्चर, वही साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड लेके जाए जो ऑलरेडी एक दो बार अवार्ड ले चुका हो. सो एम्पलीफाई एपेलेट्स टू द ऑलरेडी डेकोरेटेड मींस हियर वी आर टॉकिंग ओनली अबाउट साइंस एंड रिसर्च. क्लियर एवरी? क्लियर नीरज? नेक्स्ट पेज में ये कहां पर गैलेंट्री एंड उसकी बात हुई है? And even if in practical they might have done, I'm not that much sure about that, but then you won't be able to relate those two sentences with and, because contrast sense आना चाहिए तब. Okay? So please like this session, guys. Subscribe to our YT channel. Share this session with others, and we will meet at 9 a.m. Okay, for that session. But still, if you guys have any doubt after reading, also please post me in the doubt session. I will clear. If you have any doubt, I will also go through it once again. But still, I am very much sure कि वहां पर उन्होंने इसकी बात नहीं की है. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. I will clear that doubt. So now I'm ending this session. Thank you, guys. We'll meet at 9 a.m.